Hi, you know this is Jamaican when you hear me say curried goat, not goat curry. A few of my friends were curious how we do curried meat, so I am here to show them. So I'm starting off by washing my meat. Yes, we do that. Vinegar, lemon, have it drain for a little bit, add it to my dish, and I'm going to be using my green seasoning and a little salt to that. Give it a good mix to have all the seasoning going into the little parts, especially where the bones are, just making sure that it's nicely seasoned. Then I'm going to be adding some curried. Now, you see Better Pack curry? You're Jamaican when you know this curry. Better Pack, or very best curry powder there is. And we just add a few tablespoons to that and set that aside to marinate for a bit. Now, when I'm ready to cook, I add some oil, I add pimento beans, I add some curry and some garam masala to the pot. And this process, we say we are burning the curry. So we add it to the hot oil and then give it a stir. If you see it starting to smoke, that's fine. It's getting good. Then, after all of that has happened, add the meat to the pot, making sure you don't want to have it on a low flame, medium to high flame, but don't burn your meat. Give it a stir once all your meat is there, just to make sure that it gets nicely browned in the beginning aspect. And that's what my meat is looking like after a few minutes of stirring. Then, now for the thing, I'm gonna just add some water to my pot and I'm slow cooking this one. I'm not pressuring it. I cover it with foil. Now, what the foil does is it traps the steam and kind of create a Dutch oven thing. And I kept checking it every half hour to make sure that the water hasn't dried out. And then after 2 hours, my goat meat was cooked. I just added a little bit of water, and this is the test to see if it is nice and tender. And yes, it is. It's really, really tender at this stage. So now it's just time to get all of my little veggies in. So I'm just going to do some carrot and I'm going to be adding that, a little bit of garlic as well, and a little bit of onion, just to spice my pot a little bit more. And I'm also adding scallion, and some people call that spring onions. That's fine. Adding that to my pot, adding a little bit of thyme as well, a little bit of butter to give it that nice creamy flavor. And that is the end of it. Serving it with some roast potatoes, some broccoli, and of course, avocado. Now, here's a test. Look at how it falls off the bone. Look at the tenderness. And I don't need to tell you, it was juicy and tasty.